Hey gang, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be coming straight out of left field and show you folks some kind of weird little things that I just picked up, but I wanted to make a video of them honestly because I think they're really cool, and all three of these are less than 30 bucks and they're really good little EDC items. So these all come from a company called Rolling Square. I found them on Amazon. I was looking for some charging cables of all things, and I found these, which I'm going to show you obviously. And while perusing through their Amazon store, I found this, which is an AirCard, which is also really cool. So let's move in a little bit closer. I'm gonna show you folks what these things are, and for less than 30 bucks for each one of these, I think they're a pretty good little thing to add to your EDC kit or to throw in your keychain. So let's take a look. Okay, so the first thing I picked up from them is one of their little keychain chargers, and with all of the different things that I've got to keep charged up, especially on these camping trips, I'm always looking for chargers. And I thought this was really cool. It's a little keychain charger. There's a closer view of it. So this thing is held together by magnets and this little tail cap here. So when you pull this tail cap off, you can see it's got a USB-A and a lightning. But this lightning is pretty unique because I don't know if I can be able to get it in focus, but on the tip of that lightning actually can be used as a micro USB-C as well. And I'll show you folks how it works. I couldn't figure it out when I first got it, but that lightning is also a micro USB-C charging port. So these are, once you get that cap off, it's basically held together by just little magnets, and they kind of flip together pretty well, and they stay put. So you can put a key ring on the loop of this and put this on your key ring. But this has a lot of different little adapters that you need. So you got your USB-A on one end, you can pull this thing out, and you've got a Type-C. And then on this end, you've got your lightning adapter. And then like I said, on the tip of that, you can use that as a micro USB-C adapter as well. And you can pull this out and you've got another Type-C cable. So you can have Type-C to Type-C, Type-C to lightning, Type-C to micro USB, lightning to USB-A. You've got your options are really endless. And this is a 100-watt cable. So this cable is capable of outputting or inputting up to 100 watts. And it just closes up nice and tidy. But what I want to show you folks is this is one of my little bike lights, and to charge it up, it takes a micro USB. And I couldn't figure out how this thing works. But if you look on the very tip of this thing, again, that's where your micro USB-C is. So you can actually use this, plug it in, and I'll show you here that it actually does work. So we'll get that plugged into the USB-A. And you can see that light cuts on. Maybe you can tell, I'm not sure, but there's a red LED in this light that indicates when it's charging. So I just thought that was really unique. I like the fact that it's not another micro USB-C dongle on this thing. It's actually built into that lightning adapter. So this is great for people that have iPhones, if you're on the iOS system. But now I saw that, so I had to get this too. This is basically the same thing, except it's not a keychain version. And this is pretty much the same premise as that keychain, except it is 1 foot long and it's held together by magnets. So I don't like to carry really long charging cables with me. They just typically get in the way and they take up more room in the backpack. But this is the same deal, guys. So you've got your USB-A, pull it out, you got your Type-C, and on the other end, you've got your lightning and micro USB. Pull that out, you got a Type-C. And again, this is 100 watt rated to either charge or input up to 100 watts with this cable. And it just holds together, again, by magnets, and you got your little cap here to keep everything nice and secure. So just a cool little gadget that I'm gonna throw in my backpack along with this guy. So I always have some type of charging cable. That takes up a lot less room than what I currently carry with me in terms of charging cables. Now, the other cool thing that I found from these guys is called the AirCard. And if you are familiar with the Apple AirTag, it's kind of the same deal, except this goes in your wallet. Look how thin that thing is. So you pop this thing out, and I've already set this up, but look how thin that is. That is about 3 business cards thick. Okay, it essentially has GPS built into this thing, so you can put this in your wallet if you lose your wallet, you can log into your iPhone. And this also does work for Android, but I don't know anything about Android. But if you go to, on the Apple, if you go to Find My or whatever, when you go to set this thing up, it automatically connects to your Find My app on your iPhone. And you set it up, you put your name in, you put all kinds of whatever restrictions you want on it. You set it up on your phone, and it's just a tracker. So if you don't have to keep it in your wallet, you can put it on anything, in your backpack, wherever. You know, you can use your imagination on where you want to put this thing to track it. But I thought it was just really cool. Now, it's got an internally built-in battery. You cannot change the battery on this thing. So the instructions say the batteries last about 2.5 years. And when that battery dies, you can send this back to Rolling Square and they'll give you a 50% discount on your next order. Now, this was only around 30 bucks, so it's not crazy expensive. But they use, when the battery runs out, you send this back to them, and apparently they kind of reuse it and recycle what they can and give you a discount for your next order. And you'll also see there's got a QR code right there. You can set this up as a digital business card if you want to. It is NFC compatible to where some phones you can go up and tap this on a phone and it'll pull up your digital business card. I haven't set that up, but that's what that little QR code there is for. But it also has, and I can't really show you anything on my phone because I don't want to give away too much of my information, but I can go into this AirCard, and if I know my wallet's somewhere near me, I can hit play sound. And it does a little beep for me too. And I'll see if I can show you, not really going to show you the map of this, but it was a really, really super simple, easy setup. I like how thin that is. And overall, that's why I wanted to make a video of this. I'm really impressed with this little Rolling Square company because all three of these little items are pretty cool. So I'll leave a link, an Amazon link down below in the description for these items. Again, not crazy expensive. Really easy to stick on your keychain, stick in your bag. I just think they're cool little items, so I wanted to show you folks what I found. But yeah, I know that was kind of off the wall, kind of weird review for this channel, but I like to show you folks cool things that I find, and these fit the bill, I think, for that criteria of cool little gadgets that I'm gonna be using. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.